Hey guys, Matt here. So I've been noticing that you guys have been really liking this video up here for some reason. I haven't been keeping up on the Robinhood news over the past couple of weeks, but I just saw a huge spike in views and engagement for that video. So I don't know what happened over at Robinhood, but I mean, I figure I should make a follow-up video since you guys like that video so much and talk more about the differences between, some more differences between Robinhood and Fidelity. Well, not so much as differences as some things I like about Fidelity, and I'm also going to talk about some things I like about Robinhood. So this will not be a Robinhood hate video. Again, if you like Robinhood, stick around for that. But anyways, I don't have a whole lot. I mean, I'm pretty much going to be reading off of a few bullet points. I don't have a huge script here, but let's get right into it. Alright guys, let's get into it. So, again, just like the last video, this is going to be fairly unedited. I'm probably going to make some cuts as I, get to the boring clicks to what I need to get to. So let's talk about some features let's talk about Fidelity first. So Fidelity is feature-rific. There are lots of bells and whistles other than, just stock trading. But we're going to talk about stock trading first. I mean, one of my favorite ones. So if we go to a stock here, there is tons of information right here about the stock. There is a price chart. Analyst opinions, if you're into that. I don't usually pay attention to those. News, we'll get into news a little bit later. It tells you the industry it's in, tells you the sector the stock is in. Very useful if you want to compare other stocks within the same sector, for PE ratios and stuff. And the list goes on. You can go into earnings estimates. All this information is available for any stock that you want to look at, and it's available right there from the right here from the menu. That is one of the first things I like about Fidelity that I found out after having used it for about a month. The next thing I want to talk about is what happens to your settled cash. Now in Robinhood, your cash just sits there in a money market account. Well, no, your cash doesn't even sit there in a money market account. Your cash just sits there, and Robinhood collects interest on it. Now, Robinhood did eventually come up with a cash management platform, which I have not taken advantage because right now my account's restricted after I transferred my assets to Fidelity. But I mean, you can earn 0.30% API, so cash on your stored cash. With Fidelity, your money is stored in a money market account, and it will earn dividends over the course of the year. Now there is an expense ratio, but the dividends will win out. But, I mean, your money is collecting some additional money by being there. So it's not just sitting there and not doing anything. Just to let you know, as far as the cash management thing on Robinhood, there is a wait list involved. I waited about half a year. Again, I'm still restricted with Robinhood since I transferred my assets out. But, I mean, yeah. Another thing, and this is actually stuff not related to stocks itself, but, so this would have been where I was going to talk about a feature called Bill Pay, where you can use Fidelity, the cash in your brokerage account to pay your bills automatically from here. But apparently the service is down, so I guess we're going to move on. Another thing that you can use Fidelity for, if you're into trading and day trading stuff, they have a platform for that. It's not something I use since I'm not a day trader. I'm not a short-term trader. I'm a long-term investor. But it's a thing that exists. So if that's what you're into, you can see what this is all about and see if this is something that works for you. Another thing I like about Fidelity is that you can use your money market account. So you can use your money market account for check writing. Now, it's not something I've taken advantage of since I don't do that. Since I don't really need to write checks and stuff, all my stuff's paid online, but it's nice to know that the feature exists. They even have their own they even have their own debit card, which you can use to withdraw your cash from your brokerage account. It's nice to know that Fidelity can be a one-stop shop for everything financially related. One more thing I like about Fidelity is, so news. You can also take care of the news right here from the website. So if I want to check out Cisco news, I can type in the ticker symbol and look at news about that. Again, you could just as easily just go to Yahoo or, Google News, but another nice to have. So I talked a lot about Fidelity because I do favor Fidelity heavily, and it's the platform I'm going to go with for the foreseeable future. Now, that being said, there are some things I like about Robinhood, even though I don't use them now. I may pick them up again as a second brokerage account down the line. Like, I haven't completely written them off, but investors come in all shapes and sizes, right? Well, let's go back to Fidelity first. So all this influx of information is stuff that's good for me, but for a new investor, someone who's just getting started with this, all this stuff can be pretty overwhelming. Like, when all the new investor wants to do is try out the stock market, put some money in, and then get some time in the market. All this can be pretty daunting. Robinhood, say what you will. If you're an experienced investor watching this, say what you will about Robinhood, but the interface in Robinhood is very, very easy to use. Let's look up a position. Let's look up Cisco. I like Cisco. That's why I keep going with them. So if you want to look at the stock, the information provided, they provide some information, but the whole beauty of the app is that it's very easy to use. If you use their mobile app, if you want to unlock your phone, like, all you do is you put in a PIN and then your phone's unlocked. With Fidelity's app, you have to put in the whole password and then go through a verification process. For security wise, Fidelity probably wins, but if you just want to get in, buy some stocks and leave, Robinhood is a pretty attractive option. I still don't like the issues that Robinhood is going through as far as the crashes and stuff, which is why once you get to a certain portfolio amount, I'd probably recommend looking elsewhere. But if you're just trying to get in the game and you just want a very simple app to trade and do stocks with, Robinhood might be very useful. But anyways, so my final thoughts, I still like Fidelity more. Even if you're a new user. However, if you are a new user and all the features of Fidelity is kind of overwhelming, and I can understand that. Like, Robinhood was my first platform as well. So if all the features of Fidelity is pretty overwhelming and you just want to start trading, Robinhood might be a great place for you to start. They have had some issues as far as the crashing and stuff, and I don't know if those issues are resolved yet. But for starting out, Robinhood might be a great fit for you. You will get a free stock once you sign up. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and y'all have a great day. Eat your vegetables.